has been the hub for controversy, and with the new year upon us, there are some people walking in with shot reputations and destroyed careers. 2020 might bring some actors new opportunities, but for some people it will just hand them a blacklist with their name on it. We're gonna check out some actors that Hollywood won't cast in 2020 in today's video on Beyond the Screen. Thanks for coming back. I'm your host Joss. Be a friend and come say hi to us outside of YouTube. You can find our social media links down below. And don't miss out on the blooper reel and comment shoutouts that we show at the end of every video. But for now, let's jump into our countdown. Starting off our list, number 10 is Terrence Howard. If you missed all the drama back in 2008, the actor was fired from Marvel's Iron Man movie and burned bridges with pretty much everyone who was involved. Apparently, he was difficult to work with and also wasn't happy with his hefty pay offer, which was reported to be between $3.5 to $4.5 million. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy either with that much money. So he already had a sketchy reputation with Hollywood throughout the years, but in 2019, he made the announcement that he was actually quitting acting. He attended the Emmy Awards and shortly after did an interview where he said, "Oh, I'm done with acting. I'm done pretending. I'm just focusing on bringing the truth to the world." At the time of this video, he is still finishing up his movie called Selfie, so it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out and if he stays true to his word. But at this point, I probably wouldn't even want to work with him. Up next, number 9 is ELIZA DUSHKU. She first made a real name for herself when she took on the role of Missy in Bring It On. From there, her career just completely took off, but came to a sudden end after she made harassment claims back in 2017. After working on TV series like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Dollhouse, Leap Year, she signed on to be a part of the series called Bull. But just after 3 episodes, she came forward saying that the producer, Glenn Gordon Caron, would make inappropriate comments about her in front of the entire cast and crew. Apparently, he made remarks about her appearance, he made a joke about rape, and also made a comment about having a threesome. She filed a lawsuit, and after going through mediation with CBS, the company paid her a settlement of $9.5 million. She hasn't acted in anything ever since it was settled, which I think is completely wrong, so I'm actually not impressed that she's on this list. This is not good news to bear. Moving on to the number 8 spot is CLAYNE CRAWFORD. In 2018, the actor was one of the biggest stars on Fox's TV series Lethal Weapon, but he was dismissed from the show for bad behavior, many people making claims that they did not want to work with him on the show. Videos were leaked later online showing 2 different on-set conflicts, one in which CLAYNE was yelling at the assistant director, and the other one showed a profanity-filled exchange with his co-star Damon Wayans. He did apologize for his behavior, but by that point it was already too late. So he ended up bashing Fox and Warner Brothers instead on how they handled the situation and said that they were blackmailing him with the videos for months. The only thing he's been able to book since then is a role in an independent film. So 2020 ain't looking too good. In spot number 7 is Monique. After she won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress in 2010 for her role in Precious, things turned sour 5 years later. She made headlines after she started making serious claims to The Hollywood Reporter, saying that she was blackballed by the industry. She said that the director of the movie, Lee Daniels, had a problem with her because she didn't say his name during the night of the Oscar Awards, but he says that she demanded things that weren't in line with the movie's campaign at the time. Then, later down the road, in November 2019, she filed a lawsuit against Netflix for pay discrimination, alleging that she was offered lower pay than every other comedian. She was offered $500,000 for her special, which is just a fraction of what Amy Schumer and Ellen DeGeneres made for theirs. So basically, she's just getting into a whole bunch of beef with all parts of Hollywood. Cruising into number 6 is Jason Mitchell. He gained attention for his performance as Eazy-E in the 2015 movie Straight Outta Compton, which led to other big roles like his time on the TV series The Chi. He starred in the series from 2018 to 2019, but was let go after the news broke that he was dropped by Netflix. In May 2019, it was reported that Netflix dropped him from their movie Desperados, saying that he had inappropriate offset conduct. Not long after, he was dropped from The Chi and his personal agent. Some of his cast members made claims that he was inappropriate with them and often had issues with rage throughout the filming process. He of course denied the allegations and defended his case, but he probably will not be a hot commodity in 2020 for casting directors. Halfway through the list at number 5 is LOUGHLIN. She faced legal charges in 2019 after being one of many parents who got caught in a nationwide college admissions scandal. Not only did she face a fine, but she also lost her entire acting career. The scandal was known as Operation Varsity Blues. How it works is that people would pay a scam artist named William Singer who would work his magic and basically get them into a school or get them higher exam scores. Lori was accused of paying $500,000 to get her daughters, Olivia and Isabella, into the University of Southern California as crew recruits. Once the story broke, she was fired from the Hallmark Channel and from Netflix, the two networks where she starred on Fuller House and When Calls the Heart. She lost both TV series at once, which sucks, and we haven't seen her in anything ever since, and we probably won't be seeing her in 2020 either, which is a shame because I really liked her on Full House. Moving down the list, we are at number 4 with Jussie Smollett. How could people ever forget his alleged Hollywood hate crime? If you don't remember this scandal that made headlines back in 2019, Jussie went to the hospital after being attacked by 2 males who were yelling racial slurs at him. It was reported that they poured a liquid substance on him before basically beating him so badly to a point where he was hospitalized. All of Hollywood and his fans were calling it a hate crime and wanted to seek justice. But in court, the truth came out, and turns out that the 2 male suspects were actually paid by Jussie to stage the entire thing. In the end, Jussie was charged for filing a false police report. He was immediately fired from his role on the hit TV series Empire, and as of right now, he is not working on anything for 2020. People are just probably trying to avoid hiring him right now. In our third spot is Roseanne Barr. She had her own TV series titled Roseanne, which ran through the years 1988 to 2018 with a total of 229 episodes. So you can imagine how devastating it was for her when she lost the entire show, along with her entire career. Throughout her long career, she's always been known for her unpredictable and unfiltered behavior, but she crossed the line when she sent out a racist tweet. The tweet has since been deleted, but it once referred to Valerie Jarrett, the senior advisor to President Barack Obama, as a child of the Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes. ABC called an emergency meeting immediately, and just a few hours later, her show was cancelled. It's probably safe to say that she won't be making a return to our screens in 2020, but rumor has it that she's planning a comeback tour, wanting to do a live comedy show, so we'll see how that goes. Taking over spot number 2 is Kevin Spacey. Since 2017, the sexual misconduct allegations against the actor have been heavily documented ever since actor Anthony Rapp first accused him of unwanted sexual advances. Following the claims, he was fired from his Netflix show House of Cards and has been appearing in different court dates ever since, after 30 more victims came forward. It was announced at the end of 2019 that all charges had been dropped at this point, so people started to wonder if he could be making a comeback in 2020. The charges weren't dropped because he was not guilty, they were actually dropped because a handful of his victims had committed suicide and one woman passed away from cancer. However, Variety released a public statement saying, I quote, "Just because all charges were dropped doesn't mean that many won't or shouldn't be wary of working with him again." That will be so messed up, let me just say that. We've made it to number 1 and we have MOLLIE FITZGERALD. I spoke about this actress in a previous video after she made headlines for being charged with murder. She took on the role of Stargirl in Captain America: The First Avenger, and she might have just lost any chance of being cast in a movie ever again. The 38-year-old actress was arrested and charged with second-degree murder for stabbing her own mother to death. Her mother was 68 years old and was found dead in her home. MOLLIE was jailed on a $500,000 bond, and her next court date is scheduled for tomorrow, January 9th. I'm getting anxious. We still don't know any details yet on the case, and it hasn't been confirmed that she actually committed the murder, but it kinda is looking that way. Either way, having murder charges on your record probably isn't something that casting directors are willing to look past. Plus, if she is found guilty, she will be spending 2020 behind bars, and many years after that. There's our top 10 list for today. Share your thoughts with me down in the comments. I want to hear from you, and show us some love by hitting that thumbs up button. While you're busy doing that, I'm gonna do some comment shout outs. Jarek Johnson says, Joss, have you ever almost died? If so, thank God you're still here. Well, thanks. No. I wouldn't say I almost died, but I was hospitalized on a flight home recently, and I legit thought that I was gonna die, but I'm okay. Beezer1225 says, Liam Hemsworth is a yummy man. This is true, he is a very yummy man. Michelle Carter says, Spacey's career came down like a house of cards. I see what you did there, Michelle. I like it. SophN says, y'all should have more subscribers. You guys are amazing. Well, thank you. Unfortunately, I have no control over that, but you guys can help us get to 100K because we are so close. On that note, make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. You can also ring the notification bell so that we can hang out every day. But for now, just enjoy these bloopers. They come creeping behind my ears again. I'm tired. I'm a little like whoopy. I need some of your banana juice. Banana juice. Alright. Oh, that was so weird.
I was right on the clock. Oh.
This light is like possessed. It will just hand them a black.
Yep.
Mother. That we show. Okay, come on. Let's jump into our countdown. I'm pissed. I can't even afford to work with him. Silly me. Make sure you guys share your cots with me. Your cots. What?
Which ones got thumbs up?